how to read strum patterns.
Let's go ahead and learn how we can strum in what we call rhythms or strum patterns. To do this, we're going to use our down and our up motions that we worked on in our last video. But we're going to use some symbols to show each of these. You'll notice we have this, a down arrow, and this, an up arrow. Whenever you see the down arrow, it means to strum the strings down. And whenever you see an up arrow, it means to strum the strings up. Now the trick is, when we're working with rhythm, we use these things called beats. And what I use to help teach this is something that I like to call a beat box. You'll see this is listed with these two bars right here. Now, one beat box is the same as one beat worth of music. And every single beat box will have one down as well as one up arrow. And it will always go down followed by the up. Using this, we can count these rhythms using a number on the down and on the up. Let's go ahead and practice doing this and trying to count to 4 as we make these strums. So if you look at this graphic here, we'll see that we have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, which we can count as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's go ahead and try playing this together now. And to do this, we're going to use a new chord. We're going to play a C chord. The way we do that is take our ring finger on our fretting hand, and we're going to place it on the 3rd fret of the string that's closest to the ground, called our A string. So let's go ahead and try this now. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, which is also can be counted as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the trick to strumming is we don't always just go down and up. Strumming would get pretty boring pretty quickly if we're just doing this. So what we do is we miss the strings. And to show this, we use dotted arrows. So if you see now, we have a dotted arrow going down as well as a dotted arrow coming back up. When you see these dotted arrows, it means you still need to make the motion with your strumming hand. You just want to be careful to not touch the strings as you're doing it. So let's go ahead and practice doing a miss and counting all the way through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, just so that we can get comfortable missing the strings. So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Excuse me, I might have fallen asleep because that is so boring, right? What we want to start doing is intermixing the strum motions with the missing. That's when the magic happens, and that's when we start to get some really cool different strum patterns. So here's some combinations that we can start to utilize. One is we start by striking on the down arrow, and we miss coming back up. This down miss can really help add to rhythms. So let's go ahead and try this a few times, again counting to 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The other one, and this is the one that I think is really difficult, is missing on the down strum and then coming up and striking the strings on the up strum. We as human beings, we love our down strums, our down beats. We really want to drive it home every time that we're strumming. So to miss the strings going down and then strike coming up feels a bit unnatural and awkward at first. So let's go ahead and try this, again counting to 4 and making sure that we're missing on the down and then coming up on the up strums, striking the strings. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You'll notice that one takes some practice for a lot of people just because it's really easy to try to stall the hand up after making the up motion and not miss going down. It's really easy to go. But you'll notice that doesn't give credit to the down strum and creates kind of a jerky-like motion. So we want to be very careful and very diligent to make sure that we're missing on that down and then coming back up. So now using these 4 different graphics, we can start to create strum patterns. And what you can do is look to the other videos seen below to be able to play your first 3 different strum patterns using this system.